On Twitch, really fun stuff to get. It said that whatever Noisy Boy plays, as long as that agent has flash, he just goes perfect with it. So, you know, that's just puts the icing on the cake. I definitely agree with that. And
Yeah,
now we
seriously.
are moving on into the fray. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 of the AE League Conqueror. And
Yes.
this is our grand finals.
Yeah, second map is now on the way, and look at this. We can already see flipzjder, and we have got budimeisteR. Gonna be playing aggressive here towards short. As always, something we can expect to see them. They're gonna go ahead and try and take take that attacking side control while they're on CT. I'm not unsurprised. We've seen this before. Let's go ahead and see it again.
And there we go. The gate as excited as anyone could be. NXL right now going for that straight push onto
Oh my
B side.
God.
Look at that. Just SMG here. Going on the aggro,
nicely
but Noisy
done.
Boy right there. Right click burst onto the classic 2 LEXY. Space another one. The prime classic just puts beauty on top of it. And right now, ZesBeeW gotta be careful. If that smoke is gone, he will be greeted by a lot of crossfire.
Oh, something to talk about as you're looking at the main map. JdFaker's going to turn on flipzjder. That's going to be nicely done. ZesBeeW finds one. Noisy Boy does find a refrag, and now it's down to this 3 versus 3. The retake is looking to be successful, but they don't have the utility to use. They're going to go ahead and smoke things out and use the utility to their advantage. Flash thing. They're going to try and get on this defuse. They need to get to half as quickly as possible. Right now, that's not being allowed. All the players using their bodies to try and block the site, but the kill is found. I don't know if they even got to half. They did. The rest of the defuse trying to come on out, but the attacking side will claim it. SMG gained the first pistol round into the map.
And that was just textbook play right there. SMG right now, although this was NXL's pick, SMG just pushed forward onto B side. We don't really see that a lot when it comes to a map like Haven. Usually we see a slow push onto A or C. B is the least likely side to be chosen, might I say, because it's literally in between C and A. So you've got your defenders coming left and right. So crucial if you have a Sage. You can block off the path there, but it won't last you long. So really incredible play on the side of SMG. This map may have been picked by NXL, but it's looking like SMG's map so far into the early rounds of this match. And look at this ZesBeeW going on the aggressive. A very different player we've seen from his Sage earlier, and just working on it, updraft onto that area, trying to get some information. He gets Noisy Boy first pick, important pick, falfalfal gets the kill, back to back, and there we go. First kill on the side of NXL, but it is a 2v4 situation.
Yeah.
I scratched that 1v4 and left all alone Vass just to finish off the job. JdFaker. And there we go, the game.
Quickly done,
So
but not quickly done, but not unexpected coming out of SMG into that one. They're going to pick up the second round as well. But this is the third round. This is where things can turn around really quickly. NXL, they have the rifles to work with here. They're going to be looking to take this one to stride. They want to stop this aggression that SMG are putting up, because right now SMG are looking very crystal clean. They're playing a clear-cut game, and they've been taking B site almost every time without all too much issue. The first round looked like it was going back and forth, but it clearly went the way of SMG. Now it's time for NXL to rebuttal the approach that SMG are putting down.
Alright, and looking at this team composition here, they are going for that push through garage. Unfortunately, that owl drone got caught up by the tripwire just a little bit there. ZesBeeW, ooh, greeted by Nats right in the face. Phantom onto you, cancelled out. You are not entering my site. And ooh, wonderful camera from Cypher there. Just a perfect angle onto C-Long. Manages to spot two of the attackers, but camera down. But regardless, good information gathered on his side. And NXL here just looking to be more passive. We're not seeing them as aggressive as they did in Bind.
Yeah, they're not looking to play this one as aggressive. They know they need to try and play this a little bit more passively, and so far it's working out for them. They do have that initial pick that is on to the side of NXL. That's going to give them the man advantage. They're going to need to play off of that as much as they can. Egoist, though, already towards A site, has confirmed it and finds a kill on the vascalizz to go ahead and give the man advantage back to them. Null and Void now, NXL, are going to have to be playing a retake here, which is a very dicey situation to be in. Nicely done. flipzjder will find one to fall, but that needs to be converted into the round. They've got the man advantage back again. It's a 4 versus 3. It's a very winnable round. And Egoist there is there though. Going to find one, going to find two, but JdFaker and budimeisteR are responding back. NOIZYBOY good for one as well. Brings it all down to the Reyna, and that will be converted into the round. Nicely done by NXL. Gets the defuse and also the kill. That'll be the first round to NXL.
This is looking incredibly... I don't really know how to put this into words again. It's looking like an incredible stretch in the side of SMG here. They are going on the aggression, but unfortunately LEXY there did not catch up on time to A site, and that's quite unfortunate. You know, I'm really hoping that NXL here, they are doing well on their defense. After all, they did choose this map, so
This is gonna be fun.
SMG, I'm not sure if they're going to change up their strategy. It looks like they are not going for that rush anymore since both teams opting for the full buys.
Yeah, NXL going to be able to grab that first kill, but the trade does come back through. Egoist waiting for flipzjder's aggression, will be able to take him down. Now it's going to be much more passive throughout the map from both these teams, not looking to make that first push aggression.
Most certainly, and you know, it's usually round number 4 and 5 where we usually see them a little bit passive, and that's what we're seeing right now, because they do not want to make as much mistakes as they do on the rush, because of course it's important to have the man advantage, so getting those early picks is very much crucial to them. And going for a slow push here, SMG going through a long, but they do have a flanker on their Omen there. The camera though is looking at a prime position, just trying to gather as much information in short. Vass here, not really greeting anyone on the entry, but Egoist already with a couple of kills through the paranoia.
Yeah, trade does come through from vascalizz, but he's refact quickly by the side of Team SMG. It's a 2 versus 3 retake now. NOIZYBOY needs to get on through to get this first frag, but it won't be done. Falfalfal will claim himself a 3K, and the third round is picked on up by SMG.
That was an incredible push on the side of SMG there, and you know, agent-wise, they're practically balanced here, but this is the largest lead we've seen so far. 2 points, you know, it's not that big, but it's still a big lead considering the game that they played in Bind, where the score was literally tied, lead by 1 tie. And right now, SMG just gaining an advantage here. This... as we talked about earlier before the match started, you know, the gate, it's important to secure those 2 match wins. So it looks like SMG right now, they're doing a great job to make sure that mission is secure. But NXL, they gotta step up here, and cool, 2 kills already from ZesBeeW. That's not gonna look good for side. 3 kills! NXL,
yeah,
you gotta wake up.
One more. Yeah, this is looking kind of rough for the side of NXL now. They're gonna be looking to try and play this one. This was an eco. Keep that in mind. There wasn't that much to do.
Right.
They're gonna be trying to play this, just get a few frags, maybe try and maybe convert, but that wasn't all too possible. vascalizz, the last man standing. He's looking for exits. This should be all she wrote. Oh, there was a dink, but it didn't get the kill. Man, I love to see what HP he got tagged down to, because that's a 4th for SMG.
Honestly, it's annoying when you're using the sheriff and you think it's a 1-tap, but unfortunately you just dinked him a little bit. But regardless, you know, good job on the side of SMG just rushing at the side. They did have the advantage on those weapons, but look here, NXL just investing everything on their guns and shields. It will be crucial for them to win this round to ensure that SMG does not have an advantage eco-wise, because you never know, they might go for an operator, a very important weapon in Haven. So not surprising that they are going for the rush yet again. They want to get this W, and the score is definitely in their favor.
The score line is definitely going towards the side of SMG now, but the rebel needs to come out. Ooh, flipzjder misses his shot. Ooh, the timing is just right for him, but ZesBeeW knows his location. The timing's working out for him currently. LEXY finds one, but vascalizz is good for one onto ZesBeeW. Spike isn't down just yet, and the plant is stopped. They're going to start to make their way towards C. They're going to try and rebuttal it, it looks like. I'm not exactly sure where they want to head in this one, because NXL has locked down on some of these sites.
Right, and you know, SMG, they are really good when it comes to rotation, but they're a little bit stuck here in B. And they do have a couple of members right now overlooking the Raj and A-Long. So they have their options wide here. Right in front of LEXY, you do have the Jet there lurking, as well as the Sova. So flipzjder may get a pick here if the timing is right. They are closing in on A, but budimeisteR with the perfect peek here in Clubby. Just gotta wait for that trigger control. Will they check the corner? That is a question. Oh, he did not check the corner.
No trigger control to speak of. He'll find one on the JdFaker. They don't check that corner. LEXY find one. Falfalfal finds the back, and oh my gosh, they fall apart. Beautifully done there by SMG, taking apart the side of NXL. That's a 5th round for SMG, now 4 up against NXL.
It is going to be incredibly difficult for the side of NXL here if they are looking for the equalizer. Just not even getting the lead, just trying to get the equalizer, because SMG, they are looking like a completely different team that they did in Bind, and it's working really well. You know, quite unfortunate that NXL, they did choose this map and they're not performing as well as they should. They're not really hitting those frags as much as they can. The highest is about 3 per agent. So they really have to step up right now because their economy is falling down. And there we go. JdFaker gets a kill on budimeisteR through the cubby, I believe. And LEXY here trying to get as much picks as he can, but will be greeted by flipzjder if looked at the wrong timing. ZesBeeW here looks up, does not see anyone. Right in front of him gets flipzjder on that play. It is only 3 defenders left, and SMG is still a full roster.
Yeah, nicely done right there. That is a 3 versus 5 man advantage towards SMG. This is a dicey round coming from NXL. There's not much you're able to do in this situation. I think they're over here on pistols. Yeah, they are. Shots will ring out. The tags are good towards the way of ZesBeeW. Tag down to 27. But, you know, he's got 3K. LEXY finishes it off. Flawless round 6 for SMG.
Yeah, it's not looking good, the gate.
No, this is extremely rough. Things are not looking good.
Well, I mean, they do have the firepower and the correct agents. I guess they're not that comfortable. I'm not sure if it's because they didn't practice well enough, or maybe SMG secretly plays really well in Haven, and it shows. They chose the agents perfect for each of their players, and it's working particularly well. Egoist doing fantastic in the Sentinel yet again. LEXY opening up all those entry frags, and right now they're working really well as a team. They got this huge synergy, and oh my gosh, Egoist gets flipzjder already on that play. And might I say, ZesBeeW already tailwind into Garage, has an opportune advantage here. Oop, hit the ceiling just by a little bit there. Oh my goodness, hits the Cloudburst and budimeisteR on that play.
Nicely done so far. NOIZYBOY able to find a refract. Should find another here too. That evens things out. Vascalizz is good for a trade as well. And the man advantage is finally back in the favor of NXL. Nats finds one, leaving it all down to Egoist. His location is known. They know where he is. The timing is right for him though. Finds one, could find a second, but Nats finishes him off. Finally, a second round is achieved by the side of NXL.
The light at the end of the tunnel is still shining for the side of NXL here, and they did well to reach that light, the game. They managed to rack up another point here, and it looks like they may be trying to get back onto this game number 2, but again, it's incredibly difficult because SMG already has the momentum. But we should not forget that they will switch sides once we hit that 12-round mark. So, you know, this whole thing can turn around at the most opportune time, and we just don't know it.
This is where NXL really need to turn it on, because they haven't been looking all too good into this map so far. The last map looked much better for them. But right now, SMG have been decisively ripping them apart. It's time for them to come back into this half, because if they don't, things are going to be very difficult on their attacking side. ZesBeeW is going to get the timing there on the flipzjder. That's the man advantage taken to the side of SMG. It's going to need to be played very slowly now for NXL. They're going to need to try and play this a little bit more passive, and it looks like they will be. They're scattered out throughout the map.
Yep, most definitely. SMG here just taking control of this whole game. As you said, NXL just waiting, hiding, not playing for picks at all. SMG doing a push that they've done multiple times in this tournament, moving together as a unit down in A. There is a Cypher Cam to greet them if Nats manages to open it at the exact perfect timing, and they won't hear any footsteps. They're walking. But there we go. We do see a fault line right now hitting them, but Ego is already securing this site here. Recon Bolt, unfortunately, does not spot anybody. Dark smokes all over the site, and SMG just taking control, especially right after this post-plat situation.
Yeah, this is a very dicey post-plant for the side of NXL. They have a 4 versus 5 retake, so this is a very possible scenario. But LEXY has ulted, finds one of the budimeisteR, just charges the player vascalizz, and he finds that frag. The trade does come through from SMG. That brings it down to a 2 versus 4. This retake looking less and less likely. Gets on the spike, not going to be able to get it. That huntsman will finish him off. vascalizz gets one, ZesBeeW gets the trade, and Egoist finishes it off. A 7th is achieved for SMG, and NXL aren't able to string another round together.
That's just some classic solo play with the Hunter's Fury. I mean, it's rude, but it works. I say it's rude because, you know, you're just having a great day and just gonna defuse the spike, and oh wow, there's this invisible force of Silva hitting me. That's great. Thanks, guys. But regardless, looking at our score sheet here, ladies and gentlemen, going for the save round, NXL not working well for them so far. But when it comes to thrifty rounds, they do their best. And no surprise if they can win this, it will be very tricky because SMG, they know how to use their weapons. And right now, going on the aggro onto A side, we've got Nats just hiding in the back. And we've also got Vast there going up in heaven, trying to gather as much information as he can. It's basically a free site for SMG to gate.
Yeah, this is really a free site. NXL looking to play the retake into this one. I don't know if they really have the utility or the economy to really make this work, though. They have some great pistols to work with. That's going to be about it. But Nats is making it work nonetheless. Finds one. vascalizz good for the trade, but refrags coming through both ways. Now down to this 3 versus 3. LEXY gets a little bit flash, but the frag from noisyboy's good. Brings it down to a 2 versus 1. A winnable state for the side of NXL. Now Egoist. Oh, could do it, and he does. A 3K for his name, and an 8th is secured for the side of SMG.
Quite unfortunate with the weapon difference there, but you know, they still did incredibly well considering that they did not have a lot of weapons. They did have one Bucky and mostly consisted of a pistol weapon, so regardless, they managed to almost wipe out the whole lot of SMG. You know, managed to pick up a weapon left and right, and there we go. A similar situation that we have seen in the previous rounds. NXL going for the full buy, but unfortunately sacrificing a lot of their economy. And SMG here not really opting for any operators because, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, so far, it's been working very well for them. They have no reason to whip out that operator. So, they're actually playing a little bit relaxed, if I am to be honest.
Yeah, ZesBeeW gonna be looking for this first frag. Won't be able to find anything just yet. Trying to pound that player through the wall. Won't be able to find flipzjder. But now it is a very slow play. The Hunter's Fury could come out here and get some tags. It does. And he's able to get 2 kills with it. That's brilliant. JdFaker and ZesBeeW has fallen. And that's down to this 5 versus 3 now.
That's incredibly crucial to get kills on the Hunter's Fury. It's actually very difficult because, you know, the Hunter's Fury hard to control and you've got these agents moving around so quickly. So really, really good on the side of NXL to get those kills, and SMG here at a disadvantage. So NXL looking to get back into this competition here right now with LEXY trying to get a pick through garage. noisyboy not getting phased by anything at all. Falfalfal going for those pre-fire shots, not getting anybody. SMG. Oh, and there we go. LEXY gets the pick on Noisy Boy. Goes for that soul orb, heals a little
30
bit.
seconds left.
Not really overhealed, but just enough to recuperate his health. And there we go. They may be opting to go through B. Spike is with Egoist, though has to be careful. Dark Smoke's going up in Garage. Nobody moving quite yet, and Egoist going for that commitment into B side. Spike is being blind. Bass gets a kill. Fall through the smoke. Egoist. No,
Nice, there we go. That was brilliantly done right there by NXL, and Vascalizz with an ace brings it all together. The third round is finally confirmed for NXL. They desperately need to bring things together because right now it has been extremely difficult to do.
Exactly, and an ace at that. That's gotta hurt for the side of SMG, but kudos to the side of NXL. You know, they really needed that. They need to bounce back, especially they have to get this game number 2, because if they don't, the momentum's just going to go all over SMG, and they will have a hard time to try and win the final bout of this tournament. But right now, the side of NXL holding on the gate. That's all I can say, holding on.
They're holding on for dear life right now. They're at an edge of a sinking boat, and they're trying to find their way back to land. It is a 3-8 scoreline. They're currently down by 5. NXL desperately need to put together a few more rounds in this half, or things will continue to fall apart, and they will continue to sink deeper into the day.
Most definitely, and I can already hear the sounds of the violin playing, but they have to move quickly here. SMG trying to close out this match. We know how tenacious they are when it comes to this, but we do have, I believe, Nats there, just trying to catch someone to be, but falls back to a Egoist right now and trying to gather as much information as he can, but nobody in sight. Again, another free site here. I'm pretty sure Nats already gathered some info that they are planting, and there we go. The plant is being done in A side. NXL right now scrambling, going to A. It might be a little bit too late, but LEXY with a perfect peek here. Ooh, with that pre-fire shot, Fast gets shot down, and LEXY just dismisses himself out of danger.
Yeah, look at this. SMG, they have the man advantage. They're making it right towards A. This is going to be a clash. There's 3 players over here. ZesBeeW finds one on the Noisy Boy. That's a good start to it. Brings it down. And now LEXY good for 1 onto Nats. Looking to end things as quickly as it can. budimeisteR's good for 2. The trades do come through, though. Egoist finds the final, and the 9th is secured. Now up 6 against NXL. SMG absolutely dominating this first half.
This is incredibly tense, the gate. I mean, we don't really expect this type of scoreline when it comes to the grand finals, but SMGs are somehow making it work. And again, I'm not really sure what's going on with the side of NXL. If we can have a little bit of a look at the scoreboard, producer, we would appreciate that very much, just to compare. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, right now. We are seeing a lot of kills on the side of SMG from 3 pivotal players. We have ZesBeeW, Egoist, and LEXY. But on the side of NXL, we only have Vaz stepping up and getting 1 ace even in the previous round. So again, I'm not really sure if NXL here are pick the best agents, but they're not doing that well in that first round. But again, we never know. Right now, the turns have... the tide has turned, and our attackers are now defenders, so NXL may be doing much better on their push. And look at this, the game. Classic NXL going for the aggro right now, but SMG ready to anticipate the crossfire.
Yeah, things are working out here in the favor of NXL. They do have that pick, and they're on the site. The post-plant positions are taken up towards long. It's a 4 versus 4 retake. SMG gotta look to find these frags. First one's found by LEXY towards long on the Nats. Brings it down to the 3 versus 4. Looking for more. Noisy Boy gonna be eliminated. Vascalizz good for 1 as well, but the trade does come through, leaving it all down to budimeisteR. budimeisteR versus 3. LEXY will find him for the 3K. The 10th will be achieved. Now 2 away from match point for SMG.
A valiant effort indeed on the side of NXL, going for their classic aggro play. They did get good picks in C-Long, but again, if we compare how SMG opened up their round as opposed to NXL, SMG, no holds barred, just pushed onto B side and managed to secure round number 1. Now, as I stated earlier, it's always common to have the opening round happen in C and A for the attackers and not B. So I'm pretty sure NXL didn't expect that when they were defenders, and that's what SMG has taken advantage of. They have taken their opponents by surprise, and as we can see in the scoreline, it has been working perfectly for them.
Yeah, things are working out nicely. Falfalfal is going to be trying to find some things to work out even further. But right now, very stagnant play coming out of NXL. Going to be looking maybe to send the spike towards A. I don't blame them on that. There's only 2 players over here. And one's towards B, playing towards CT right now. Got to be careful. There's a member. He's going to be looking for that kill with the Sheriff. Nothing comes out from it just yet. And Falfalfal will have to back on off.
Yup, I mean, what a wonderful skin on that Marshall, but unfortunately will not see anybody yet as 3 members of NXL pushing through long. LEXY, though, may have a better shot. And what a wonderful Infinity skin from the Battle Pass there. And ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't aware yet, you know, the new Battle Pass is out. But regardless, back onto the play. Look at that perfect peek from LEXY. Unfortunately, Lear onto the floor from Danger. It worked!
Oh, Lord. NXL finally do make their way onto the site, though. JdFaker's able to find one. And look at that. They're ripped apart just as they get there. That's an 11 SMG. Oh, my Lord. Beautifully done by the Sova. 3K to him. And that's 11-3. Ripping apart NXL on their map pick.
That was just prime SMG right now. And ZesBeeW on that jet. Amazing. Like, earlier we saw him on stage, played a little bit more passive, set up some walls, some slow orbs, but right now, this man is very versatile, and it's working very well for the side of SMG. If there are enemies on site, he's the first person there, gets those picks, and JdFaker as well, getting those early picks as a Sova, very important as a controller character. And falfalfal still loyal to the Marshall, unfortunately did not get anyone in short. Might have to change his perspective here, but regardless, SMG right now going back from to their original position here, might go for a B push or a C push. They already have an opening in C. No one going through garage though. Good to note. But Egoist left all by himself. Regardless, it is a free site as Egoist backs off right now. Plays, treads the waters carefully. And, ooh, goes for the perfect swing, but fortunately does not get the kill on Nats.
Yeah, so far this is so slow. ZesBeeW is good for 1. budimeisteR finds a trade, but it's down to this 2 versus 4. This is a doable retake for the side of NXL, and it is also a must-win for the side of SMG. They want match point here, but it's very difficult to get into. NXL holding it down. flipzjder finds one. falfalfal is looking for it with the scout. Don't be trying to find it. Finds a quick headshot. Beautifully done. Picks himself up in SMG. And now will be trying to use his team's namesake to pull things together.
He's gotta, but look at that falfalfal with that Spectre right now. Getting as much picks as he can with a wonderful Singularity skin. There is somebody lurking in garage though, and SMG, he wants to get this play. It might be a little bit too late. Going for the save. Good push. Oh no, falfalfal.
There we go.
Just accepted his fate. His demise.
Nicely done. 4th round finally picked up by NXL. They need this attacking side to work for them very cleanly coming into the rest of this half. Because if they don't string rounds together, they're going to be facing match point and then game.
Exactly, and it already looks like endgame for SMG here, but NXL very resilient. They do not want to give it up so very quickly. And right now, they did change up the strategy a little bit, but looking at the numbers, Noisy-Boy and budimeisteR are not really stepping up as they did earlier in Bind. So, you know, all the pressure right now just going on to their top fragger, and SMG, they're just distributing the work. That's what's really important when it comes to Valorant. It is a team play after all, but you gotta get those frags. And flipzjder here almost saw falfalfal.
Might have it. Oh, the timing was just off.
I think he just picked his shoulder by a little bit there, so might not go. Oh no, went for a Bucky. I thought he had the Marshall. Would have been a perfect pick if he saw flipzjder there, but fortunately, not gonna happen for him in this round. And oh, LEXY unfortunately gets cancelled out by budimeisteR down there in C-Long. Stinger cannot beat that fire rate on the Spectre.
Yeah, we're down to this 4 versus 5. The man advantage is had by NXL, and the C site is secured and clean. This is going to turn into a retake very quickly here for SMG. They don't have the best weaponry to work with, and flipzjder should find one out here. Oh no. flipzjder.
Oh no.
flipzjder, please do it to him. I want the knife. Give him the knife in the back. Ooh.
Oh, you got someone in garage? No!
Yes!
flipzjder, what are you doing?
Oh my god. Oh, the timing's wrong though.
Oh no.
No. This is falling apart for him. What are you doing? You're throwing. Noisy Boy finds one onto JdFaker, but the kill's gonna be... No, flipzjder! Flipzjder, you threw it away! I can't believe you! No, flipzjder!
I have no words. That, guys, come on, it's
Flipzjder,
competitive. You can't pull something like that. That is insane. And look at that. That may as well just costed him the match. But, oh my gosh. It's a 2v2 here. And that round goes to NXL. Oh, flipzjder.
Flipzjder, no! What were you doing?
But lucky for him that NXL won that round. But, you know, you can't play falfalfal like that. Come on, man.
I'm kind of pissed.
Come on.
I'm mad.
Come
You should have got it. I can't believe you. If you had just followed him as well, if you had just gone into CT spawn with, gone into T spawn with him, you would have been fine. You would have been able to get it, but you did it. I don't know why you did it. That would have been the obvious choice to do. I can't believe this. Oh
well,
no.
okay. You know the gate. He's going through a stomp. It's fine. It's okay. He'll recover from this. But regardless, the match must go on. And look at this right now. LEXY on the aggro, already behind the front lines of NXL ever so quickly. Only 3 members left. They want to get that W real quick right now. And securing that second game will grant them an easy exit out into the finals if they can keep the momentum. With that said, only 2 members left on the side of NXL. It is not looking good. They do have the spike though, so it's not impossible for them to still secure this round. They have the guns and the firepower. But falfalfal with the perfect pick there gets Noisy Boy and left all by himself. We got our ever so wonderful Nats. We'll be greeted by falfalfal and smoke.
Oh
and
no!
There we go.
The timing. That's unfortunate. That right there is match point for SMG. It is 12-5, and NXL have looked lackluster here on their attacking side and their defending side. Only able to pick up a plethora of rounds, and now SMG are just dominating throughout this map. It's time for them to try and finally come alive and try and play for overtime, but they've got an extremely long road ahead of them.
Most definitely, and I mean, if they are looking to rebound what they lost in this match, it seems like a lost cause. But knowing NXL, they can do it, but it will be difficult. They may opt to give up this game and try to win the succeeding rounds. But look at this classic NXL pick going in the aggro, checking those corners, but falfalfal ready to anticipate. JdFaker right behind him, and right now this push onto A does not look like it will succeed. JdFaker gets the pick, but Noisy Boy gets him. Falfalfal is also down, but manages to get fast just before that. LEXY right now with an opportune play, but Noisy Boy gets him on that. Ooh, ZesBeeW gets cancelled out with a double updraft, and Egoist. It is up to Egoist to secure this game for SMG. The gate, I am at the tip of my toes.
Yeah, this right here is at a 1v1 standoff. budimeisteR versus the Egoist. What could be better? Spike's going down, but their timing's all wrong, and Egoist will find it. That will be the 13th round for SMG, bringing the scoreline to an end.